And good morning to everyone. Today, I'd like to talk about a very important topic that more so can be applied to modern society, and that is the outward appearance, and the fact that appearance matters, and the importance of looking presentable. Now, aesthetics are important, just not in the way you think, how well you treat yourself, and how you are treated also lies in how neat and clean you are. Your appearance does matter, just not in the way you think. For I'm very well aware of the movement by women, initiated by women, on how women are exploited and overly objected by the media, thus creating insecure women, and also a small portion of men as well. I am aware that this is not right for women and men to feel the need to overly concerned with vanity due to the pressure of our superficial society. However, there is truth in needing to look good for your well-being as well as perception of other people. And once again, it's not just the way you think, but the way you take care of yourself. Your appearance dictates how you're treated. This is a simple fact of life. This is how our society is and the nature of the situation. Now, when I talk about your appearance, I do not mean that for either a man or a woman to make him or herself appear as the next top model in order to be perceived as someone. No. Rather, what I'm talking about is how you are perceived by others is based on how you present yourself. For instance, a person in a well-fitted and a wrinkle-free outfit, clean fingernails, neat hair, a little color from makeup for women, is taken more seriously by perspectives of employers. Now compare that situation of a well-dressed, well-groomed person to a person who is unkempt in a baggy sweatpants or in a baggy sweatsuit, which is, by the way, tattered, dirty nails, messy hair, and now think how the employer will react. For the person who came in well-groomed and presentable, they have a 100% more chance of being accepted and being granted a job as opposed to the second person who came in with tattered clothes, probably even smells, very unpresentable. Now remember, this is still all a part of nonverbal communication. This is just your outward appearance. What people first see when they look at you. You have still yet to open your mouth. Being neat and tidy expresses that you have your act together, while looking disheveled or vulgar automatically tags you all sorts of negative, though not necessarily true, traits to you. As I talked about in a previous speech, the topic of generalization. Now, this can be included into that. The way people often like to generalize them and associate them with a degraded group, and that is not correct. Now, back to the topic at hand. You don't have to be singularly professional. You don't have to look like the president every day of your life. No. Nor do you have to be scantily clad or be in a designer clothing or done by a professional stylist 24/7 to be taken serious. But being presentable as opposed to being raunchy or untidy indirectly tells people that you respect yourself and that you should be respected. Now, a couple of examples of this where being presentable and not being presentable affect how people interact with you all the time. Now, let's say you have an interview over the computer through one of these programs like Skype or Google Plus, something like that. Now, surely, for a majority of people, the natural instinct is to fix your hair, wear nice and decent clothing, maybe even a blazer, as I am. And this is because, just as in a face-to-face interview, you want your perspective of your employer to view you as someone professional, as someone of status, as someone of self-respect. You don't want to be viewed as someone who isn't even responsible enough to iron a shirt, or someone who gets ahead by being scantily dressed. It's the same for being out on the town, for example, on a date. You want to look professional to appeal to the other person, and you want to make yourself look presentable. To make yourself look confident and presentable rather than raunchy and untidy is very simple. Very easy. Now, the bottom line is you should look at your appearance and should look presentable rather than vulgar at all times. For example, myself, in this situation of online interactions, you see me as often wearing a suit and tie, presenting a very presentable and approachable and respectable appearance. And wearing clothes like this over online communications so that you respect your audience and respect other people, and that will then cause those to return that respect onto you. Now, it is always a matter of proper grooming and well-fitted clothes to look presentable. And this mainly, for the most part, applies to men, being that men are often found wearing suits more than females. Now, there are also female suits and female dress clothes and female hormones, and as well as their mental. And it's important to have your wardrobe set up that you have a large amount of presentable and formal clothing as opposed to a smaller amount of out on the town partying and other around the house on the daily. Now, it doesn't matter what gender you are, what race you are, what height, or what sexual orientation or belief you have in order to be presentable. You could be African American, gay, and a Jew. You could be Caucasian, a Muslim, and straight. You could be Asian, gay, and a Hindu. It doesn't matter. The combination of gender, race, height, weight, sexual orientation, religion doesn't matter when it comes to being presentable. That has nothing to do with it. No matter who you are, or what you are, what you do, your appearance and presentability always matters. Thank you, and have a blessed day.